Thank you, Cecile. Our second valedictorian is Mr. Sean Alt. Mr. Alt is a graduating senior from the part-time program in computer information systems. Mr. Alt is the first part-time student to represent his program as valedictorian. In 1977, Sean Alt received his Associate of Applied Science degree in electronics from DeVry Phoenix. He went to work for Beckman Instruments in Brea, California, where 18 years later, he's still employed. Sean is married, and his wife Miranda and his 13-year-old son Joshua are with us today. Please join me as we honor Mr. Sean Alt.
Thank you, Dean Livingston. President Dishman, distinguished faculty, honored graduates, family, and friends. I'm honored to be a co-valedictorian with Cecile Cinco. Cecile represents a large group of young men and women who have acknowledged the importance of education. I've never met most of you, yet I know you. You are determined to make a good life for yourselves and your current or future families. I know, because you're here. You're dedicated and industrious. I know, because you're here. To all the family and friends present today, you should be extremely proud of your sons, daughters, husbands, wives, and significant others, as the case may be. They have worked extremely hard, and your support and your pride is one of their greatest rewards. Every graduate here today is to be honored for his or her accomplishments. But I want to give special tribute to my peers in the evening program who have voluntarily sacrificed years of nights and weekends in the pursuit of career advancement. I give special recognition to all the graduates who worked 8 hours each day, fought the freeways, dined on fast food if they ate at all, then spent up to 4 hours in class and lab, arriving home late in the evening with only time enough to say goodbye to their spouses and children who were on their way to bed. Then if they had any energy left, they studied. Otherwise, time would have to be set aside on the weekend for studying or writing reports or doing lab assignments. For all of you who successfully completed your education under those circumstances, I give you my heartfelt congratulations. I pay tribute and express my admiration to my peers such as Jose Diaz, Floyd Hillman, and Andre Delphine, who I've sat with side by side night after night, listening, studying, and performing to the rigorous demands of DeVry's curriculum. Though most of those I know have yet to reach the end, I still wish to thank them for their camaraderie and their inspiration. You are all heroes. I am honored, and I take great pride in being the first valedictorian from the evening program. I share this honor with all those who toiled so diligently beside me. Many, if not most, of the graduates here today are young men and women in their 20s, having reached maturity, completed college, and now proceeding out into the world to fend for themselves. I was in their place 18 years ago when I graduated the first time from DeVry in Phoenix, Arizona. So with those years of experience, knowledge, and hopefully wisdom, I feel it's appropriate to pass on 3 bits of philosophy that has served me well so far. My first recommendation to you is to maintain a high standard of personal performance. You are not the first college graduates, or the last. You must find ways to make yourselves stand out in the growing crowd. The best way to distinguish yourself is to strive to perform beyond specifications and beyond expectations. It may seem a truism, but it is surprising how many adults do not commit themselves to performing to the best of their ability or to putting forth the extra effort to be distinctive. Secondly, as much as you must excel to succeed, you must conduct yourself in an ethical manner. Too much success today is obtained through connivance, corruption, betrayal, deceit, and fraud. We as a society have operated far too long on the tacit belief that the end justifies the means, that winning at any cost, including the denial of liberty, freedom, and human rights, is an acceptable philosophy. Do not give in when you see those who apparently won through unethical or perverse means, because you can rest assured that success without integrity is the most dismal level of failure which you can achieve, and that some essence of karmic justice, even in this life, awaits those who have betrayed their humanity. Finally, realize that the impact of education can obtain revolutionary proportions in society. In this century alone, we've seen examples of how the educating of a people have given them self-realization, self-determination, and self-actualization. From British education of East India to the French attempt at assimilation of the Vietnamese, governments have educated their servants and given them the self-awareness to stand up and seek their independence. Education has the potential of having a revolutionary impact on many of society's problems today. Better than employing more police, or building more prisons, or threatening to discontinue entitlements if employment is not obtained. Spending billions of dollars on education could help alleviate the hopelessness, desperation, and despair faced by millions in our country. It is obvious from the support and pride the faculty, our families, and friends are showing us here today that they too believe in the importance of education. Therefore, when you see arise a man or woman seeking to be a leader who shares our beliefs in education, embrace them and give them your full support. For leaders such as these will be the revolutionaries that will lead our country through the darkness of ignorance and into the light of knowledge. For it is said both that knowledge is power and that truth will set you free. Freedom and empowerment is what our country is founded on, and we here today know how to achieve it. So never stop learning. As graduates of a technology-oriented institute, you can clearly realize the nature of technology and how it continually changes. Resign yourself to the fact that what you have learned, much of it, is already along towards obsolescence. Today you can celebrate the end of formal education, but tomorrow you must resume the quest for knowledge. It's a sad truth that many of the jobs you'll find, you'll be replacing older employees who decided they could learn no more. Stuck in the past, the old technologies they manipulated so expertly now crumble into dust in their hands. If you do not continue to learn and grow, you will suffer the same fate eventually, supplanted by young college graduates with the thirst for knowledge and experience. In concluding, I would like to express appreciation for the moral, emotional, and I'm sure in many cases financial support provided by the families of our graduating class. Your efforts and sacrifices must not go unrecognized. Most of us could not have made it without you. A great deal of appreciation and recognition must also go to the faculty, who have made considerable contributions to DeVry's curriculum, especially in the evening program. These professors include, but are in no way limited to the likes of Professor Peter DeLuca, Interpal Kochar, William Zangi, George Vanderveen, and of course, the venerable Professor Lawrence Gear. You gentlemen have earned our undying gratitude and respect for sharing your knowledge and expertise with us. Finally, I want to take one last opportunity to declare that this is one of the proudest moments of my life, living among such events as the birth of my son Joshua and my marriage to my wife and best friend Lorinda. I give my loving appreciation to Lorinda for her undying support and her unswerving confidence that I would be here before you today. And to my son Joshua, now 13, never forget how much I love you and how proud I am of you. The only thing I require you to be in life is happy and content. So after 4 years, it is finished. And now, I need a